All right, everybody. So it's been a couple of weeks since I put this little conversion top on here, making this 5-frame Langstroth. Trying to get a split off of it for a comfort hive. So I'm gonna open it up. I haven't opened it up, haven't looked inside. Y'all are gonna look inside with me. I'm gonna open it up first, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I took the top off, and you can see that my skewers kind of got messed up a little bit. They're not even. So I wanted to show you this. Might be something you'd be interested in building. This is just I cut up I think it's a top bar off of a Langstroth frame and glued it to a piece of plywood. And then I've got it spaced out. Get it on here, and then I'll back up and show you what's what. Alright, so I built 2 of them, and they're like frame spacers, but for skewers. And it's not exactly easy to do one-handed, I guarantee you. There you go. They space out the frames or the skewers perfectly. Might be something you'd want to, if you haven't already thought of it. I'm not claiming that I invented this. It just was out of necessity that I had to make something. So might be something you'd be interested in. I'm going to dig around in a couple more of these hives, and I'll be back if I find one where they've actually moved up in the top and started building out. So this is one thing that comfort hives are good about when they start off in new boxes like this. And I'm telling you, I'm going to show you later on in the year how you straighten this out. But it's not really that big of a deal. I know people with Langstroth hives, they kind of panic when they see cross comb. Top bars can be kind of messy. These are a little bit easier to deal with than top bars and Langstroths. Yeah, I'm going to have to reconstruct all this. But I'm going to let them go ahead and fill out this box, and we'll see where the comb is at that point once this box right here is full. And then at that point, I'm going to start taking stuff out, putting stuff or moving stuff around inside it. But I'm just going to let them do their thing right now. So looks like a mess, and it is. I'm not going to lie to you, it is kind of a mess. But we're getting a hive started here. We're getting a new colony. We're going to take this off as a split later on in the year. My plan is to let these conversions build all the way up. You know, I'm going to collect honey off of them this year, and I'm not going to take any splits until probably about June. I'll separate these up. But at that point, we'll start working on these cross combs. So we just looked at that one. Now we're in hive number 3, and as you can see, they've not moved up. So I'm going to put the lid back on it. Well, they're full. They're moving up any time. I'm going to put the top back on, and then we're going to open up this one. And once again, nobody's moved up into the top. Not yet. They will. Let's see what else we got to look at. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to straighten this one up for you. You won't be able to see the process because I'm one-handed without a camera mount today. So one thing that you do want to get is one of these things. This is I guess you call it a cable saw. I'm going to try to show you how to use this thing. You can do it with a fishing line, but you know, fishing line doesn't really have these handy dandy handles on it. So let me see if I can get my camera set up in such a way that you can actually see the process of how you separate these boxes and work on cleaning it up a little bit. Okay, let me show you how this works. So what you do is you take your cable saw and you put it in between the 2 boxes, and then you just kind of work it back and forth. You don't really want your box to move. It may try to move. You don't want it to move too much. Okay? And you're going to come through the comb. Get it out the other side. Just keep pulling it straight on through. You might have to work it a little bit. Again, don't let that box move because you might mess up some of your top comb. There we go. Now it's out the other side. Okay, and as you can see, it's separated. I don't know if you can see the comb very well or not, but I'm going to work on this comb a little bit, straighten it up, and then I'll come back and show you what I got. Okay, so I had to clean some of them up. There's a little bit of the comb that I had to clean off of them to straighten them up. There's some more right there. And I wanted to give you another example of how to use these little spacers. You don't have to shove them down in between the comb. You can probably figure this out on your own, but I need video filler, so here's some filler. Just line them up. Just line up your skewers. They don't have to be perfect, but just line up your skewers with the little slots in between, okay? So that's a quick lesson on that. Look at that. I just knocked one off. Hang on just a second. I'm coming. Okay, we got that back in place. So as you can see, these were all kind of catterwampus, and I've got them a little bit straightened up. Some of these are empty. They're going to have to rebuild some comb, and that's cool. But I didn't want to go down into the next box because from here down it's like my brood box. I'll deal with it later. I'm just trying to get a few splits. This is actually one that I started last year, and I don't know if you watch my videos, but you may have seen that when I opened this up the first time this season, a few weeks ago, they had built all this comb on the top over the winter. I thought that was a little strange. They may have done it in, you know, like September to November when the goldenrod was still in bloom. But anyway, I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can share with you. I'll be back in a minute.